In sports, winning is the obvious goal, but the obsession with victory often overshadows something deeper: personal growth. Athletes chase medals and trophies, yet the real transformation happens in the grind, the setbacks, and the relentless pursuit of self-improvement. Consider Mitchell Jordan's story. He was cut from his high school team, yet that failure fueled his legendary work ethic. Winning championships was just the byproduct of his obsession with getting better every single day. Studies show that focusing solely on outcomes leads to burnout, while those who value skill development perform better in the long run. The paradox: the less you fixate on winning, the more likely you are to achieve it. Eastern philosophies like Bushido emphasize mastery over mere victory. A true competitor fights not just against others but against their own limits. The greatest athletes understand this. They know trophies gather dust, but the lessons learned, discipline, resilience, adaptability, last a lifetime. Winning is fleeting, but growth is permanent. Sports are more than just games, they reflect life's deepest truths. Every match, race, or competition mirrors the challenges we face off the field. Take teamwork, for example. Studies show that successful teams, whether in sports or business, share key traits: trust, communication, and a shared vision. A soccer team that moves as one is no different from a well-coordinated company. Failure in sports teaches resilience. Research from psychology reveals that athletes who learn to process setbacks perform better long-term. The same applies to life. Falling is inevitable, but rising each time builds true strength. Pressure exposes character. In clutch moments, players reveal their discipline, focus, and adaptability, qualities that define success in any pursuit. Even the concept of fair play carries philosophical weight. Sports enforce rules, but integrity is a choice. That moral test extends far beyond the court. The best athletes know this: what happens in the game isn't just about that game. It's training for everything else. Life doesn't keep score the same way, but the lessons remain. The greatest athletic achievements begin not in the body but in the mind. While physical training develops muscles, philosophy shapes champions. Ancient Greek wrestlers studied stoicism to endure pain. Modern neuroscience confirms their approach: mental resilience can override physical limits. Studies show athletes using visualization techniques improve performance by up to 45. Yogi Berra famously said, "Baseball is 90 mental, the other half is physical." This mathematical absurdity contains truth. Decision-making under pressure separates good athletes from legends. Chess masters and quarterbacks face similar cognitive challenges. The flow state, described by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, occurs when focus becomes effortless. Top athletes achieve this through disciplined thought patterns, not raw strength. Marathon runners use mantras, boxers recite fight plans, swimmers count strokes, all mental frameworks for peak performance. Eastern martial arts understand this best. Aikido masters speak of Mushin, mind without mind. This state of pure reaction beyond conscious thought makes seemingly impossible movements effortless. Science now calls this automaticity. Your body follows where your mind leads. That's why coaches say the game is won in practice, it's where mental habits form. Philosophy isn't abstract when it decides who stands on the podium. The playing field should be level, but ethical lines in sports keep blurring. Performance-enhancing drugs create an arms race where athletes risk health for glory. Lance Armstrong's fall revealed how doping corrupts entire systems, not just individuals. Fair play faces new challenges with technology. VAR decisions in soccer and hockey in tennis create debates. Does perfect accuracy strip sports of human judgment? Ancient Olympians swore oaths to Zeus. Today we trust algorithms. Equipment ethics pose dilemmas. High-tech swimsuits broke world records until banned. Paralympic boosting, intentionally hurting yourself to elevate performance, shows how far athletes push boundaries. Youth sports confront moral questions too. Early specialization risks burnout, while pay-to-play systems exclude talent. A study showed 70% of kids quit organized sports by age 13, often due to excessive pressure. Even sportsmanship evolves. Trash talking becomes gamesmanship, tactical fouls get rationalized. When winning outweighs integrity, we must ask, what are we really teaching? True competition balances fierce rivalry with mutual respect. The best victories leave no ethical scars. Modern champions rediscover what ancient warriors knew: stoicism builds unshakable competitors. Roman gladiators and Greek Olympians trained their minds before their bodies, a practice now validated by neuroscience. Research shows athletes using Stoic techniques withstand pain 30% longer. The philosophy's core principles focus on what you control, accept what you can't directly apply to competition. When Serena Williams faces match point, she's using Epictetus' wisdom. It's not what happens, but how you respond. Navy SEALs and Olympic athletes alike employ Stoic premeditation of adversity, visualizing worst-case scenarios to remove fear. This explains why some players perform better under pressure while others choke. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The obstacle becomes the way," nearly 2,000 years ago. Today's sports psychologists call it stress inoculation. The Milwaukee Bucks credited Stoic philosophy for their 2021 NBA championship after studying it during playoffs. True athletic mastery isn't about suppressing emotions, but channeling them through disciplined thinking. The Stoic athlete doesn't avoid pressure, they transform it into fuel. Ancient philosophy's edge. It works when the lights shine brightest. The path to greatness is paved with failures transformed into lessons. Michael Jordan missed over 9,000 shots in his career, yet those misses sculpted a legend. Neuroscience reveals failure literally rewires our brains, creating stronger neural pathways when we learn from mistakes. Elite athletes share one mindset: they don't avoid struggle, they study it. Tennis champion Naomi Osaka analyzes every lost point like data. Research shows athletes who journal about failures improve 20% faster than those who only celebrate wins. Japan's Kaizen philosophy proves small, continuous improvements through repeated failure beat flashy perfection. Olympic weightlifters add onic plates for years, each micro-failure building championship strength. The most telling statistic: 80% of professional athletes face career-ending injuries. Those who return stronger view rehabilitation not as setback, but as masterclass in resilience. Struggle isn't the opposite of success, it's the curriculum. Every dropped catch teaches hand-eye coordination. Each lost race fine turns pacing. The beautiful truth: champions aren't born, they were forged through embraced adversity. Your lowest moments write your comeback story. Extreme athletes don't break limits, they redefine them. Free solo climbers scaling El Capitan without ropes demonstrate what neuroscience calls flow state at its purest, a complete mind-body merger where fear transforms into focus. Studies reveal base jumpers' brains rewire to process fear differently, developing enhanced decision-making circuits. This isn't recklessness, it's peak human adaptation. When Alex Honnold climbed 3,000 feet of sheer granite with no safety gear, his brain scan showed zero amygdala activation. The paradox: most extreme athletes train with military discipline. Big wave surfers study oceanography more intensely than some scientists. Ice climbers master thermodynamics. Their philosophy: total mastery enables total freedom. Extreme sports prove limits are psychological before physical. Everest climbers report the death zone above 8,000 meters becomes mental warfare. Yet records keep being broken because someone always believes it's possible first. These athletes chase something beyond adrenaline, the moment when preparation, courage, and physics aligned. Not to conquer nature, but to become perfectly synchronized with it. When every cell screams stop yet you continue, that's where the human spirit reveals its true dimensions.